Welcome back to the comedy program. What is for us humans most disappointing? It is the expectations, especially at work. It is really fascinating how expectations and our attitude towards work changes as life progresses. When you ask young Malaysians at career fairs what they would like to do, most common answer is, "I don't know exactly, but something with people." On contrast, we have current surveys among elderly what they want to do in their last 15 years of professional career. Extremely different answers. But never ever anything comes up with people. I think that's it, because in between you get to know some people. Just do an own research. What is the dream job of young Malaysians? To illustrate, it is doctor, judge, fire brigade. With these jobs you are always surrounded by people and interacting with people. If you ask elderly, they have a great wish to drop out from traditional jobs. They want to become farmers in Sabah on the foot of Mount Kinabalu, landscape gardeners, or campaign manager for a green political party. Simply jobs where you definitely never meet anybody. The big question is whether humans are a profit for humans. This question was already addressed by Aristoteles. The good questions are very old. Do you know which professions have the highest rate of suicide? Which both professions? Do you know that? Teachers and police. And both groups have a lot of contact with people. When I read this, I was asking myself what's the situation with a police school teacher. I mean, such a guy has the flanks open. I guess you are not allowed to let the window open in their classrooms. These guys you can give them a compass drawing device. They would use it for a lot other than that of drawing a circle. It is not an easy job, the teacher, especially with distance learning. Do you know what is the main competence a teacher, lecturer, academics need to have? You need to have disappointment competency. I think there is no sadlier word than disappointment competency. I think that is depression spelling in other letters. With this job profile you can win anybody or attract anybody. Just imaging, if you want to attract a woman and you want to become intimate, and you say, "If you want to sleep with me, you need a lot of disappointment competency." With all optimism, that doesn't work out. Or you say to your partner, "If you sleep with me, you need a lot of frustration tolerance, because then we would understand each other good in bed." The interesting is that a lot of disappointing in the world of work is more and more evident. In almost every corner of urban areas, we have a demand on burnout clinics.
Our young generation have to be available to the labor market ever earlier and faster. You need to graduate with an early age and time. In 1 year, a bachelor, in 1 year, a master, the Youth Scout Camp shall be accredited for military service, Apple A, B, C, D. 1 year grab driver, and full eligibility to start your PhD studies is given. Medicals predict that children born around 2000 will have a life expectancy of 120 years. 120 years old. Just imagine. You can calculate what does this mean. You need to work till an age of 100, but nobody wants you with 50 anymore. You need to have a lot of disappointment competence to handle this upcoming situation. Just imaging then in a few years, with an age of 99 years, you are an early retiree. You will be scolded with your rollator. Social parasite roll to the construction site and go working with 99 years. But in the Vatican, with an age of 99, you are a young high potential. For the eligibility to become Pope, you are deemed to be a born young wild with that age. Just imagine, and the Vatican had a compulsory vaccination even before COVID. That's funny. I think they are not so sure about the Almighty God to protect them. The second trend, that every young person is or should embark for a higher academic education, any studies. Almost everybody is embarking for a study. That will definitely lead to the fact that in near future, our society will miss out craftsmen. For example, we have a deficit in some professions. For each 200 doctors, we have only 1 roof mounter. That is not a reassuring quote. Who should I call if my roof is leaking? I see, I can call an anesthesiologist. He is giving me a sedative till it stops raining. We have 5 times more biologist academics than car mechanics. I think it is also not reassuring situation if I have a breakdown of my car somewhere and I call the road assistants and they sent me a marine biologist with numerous awards in academic publishing. And if I am lucky, he or she can explain to my which type of mosquitoes are smashed on my windshield screen instead of fixing my gearbox.